Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Recommend TV. Today I just finished watching Umbrella Academy and Afterlife, two shows that are currently up on Netflix. Awesome shows. I'm going to be talking about Umbrella Academy first. It is amazing, such a good show. I've got Andre mic'd up, and he has not seen all of it.
Only 7 episodes.
Well, you're going to find out what happens, brother. It's in a bit. What? It's just look. You should have watched it at my speed. There's only one speed here, and it's my speed. Oh, prioritize. I've seen 2 shows in the time you'd see 7 episodes. So basically, Umbrella Academy is a bunch of superheroes that were born on specific dates at the same, well, they were all born on the same day, I think. They're born on the same day? They're all born on the same day. 7 babies. They're all superpowered. I think number 1, who's Gorilla Man. I don't know their name, so I'm going to call them what I call them. Gorilla Man. Number 2 was, you know, B-Tech Batman. Whatever. Number 3 was the Rumor Woman. Number, where am I? 3. Why am I struggling to count? Number 4 was Klaus. Oh, I actually know his name. Number 5 was just the boy. I don't think anyone knew his name. He was just a time-traveling geezer. He is the best. I'll get back to that. Number 6 is Squid Man. Ben, he's duppied. He's dead, right? Number 7 is the Juno Woman. She's from Juno. Everyone knows her as Juno Woman. She plays a mad violin. Ellen Page. I don't know their names. Right, so basically the premises of this film is that their father is so strict on them when he adopts these 7 babies, because he wanted to adopt these special babies because he found them special. And they all had powers, and he helped them develop their powers and control their powers and whatnot. And as they get older, their dad passes away. And they all come back together again, and it's the first time they've seen each other for a long time. Each episode is like a backstory of a specific character, which is really cool. My favourite being number bloody 5. He's a boy, and what makes him so special is that he is, in reality, in real life, only 15 years old. 15! And he plays a character who he's 56 or some shit. He's old! And he plays it so well that you don't even realise that he's a kid, because he plays this character that he's meant to be an older guy living in a younger body so well. 100% will be a good actor in the future, I reckon.
Some kind of Benjamin Button.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So the reason this has happened is because he time travels forward in time because he got careless with his powers, and then he couldn't come back. So he lived out the rest of his life in the future, and inevitably sees the world end. And he finds that devastated because he sees all of his friends die, all of his family die. So what he then does is he summons this power to go back in time. So he goes back in time, but the sacrifice that was made, that because he summoned all that power to go back, is that he can only go back into his younger body. He's not this man anymore, so you see him as a kid. Exactly. And then he starts warning his siblings, because they haven't seen him since he jumped forward in time as when they were kids, so he's been missing. So when he does come back, everyone's shocked that he's back, and you know, it's all great, but then he's warning them of this future apocalypse, if you will. So, you know, the story unfolds from there, and it's, you know what, I was going to spoil it. I don't think I want to spoil it anymore. I'm just going to tell you the powers and whatnot. Andre hasn't seen it, I don't want to be that guy for him. But the whole story is the boy trying to figure out who it was that caused the apocalypse. And I tell you what, there's a couple of twists, couple of turns. And while all of this is going down, not only is he trying to prevent this apocalypse that's going to happen, he's also being hunted down by 2 characters. Cha-Cha, who's played by... I have no idea who that is.
What?
That's another
story.
That's another story. I never know people. Shocking. And Hazel. These 2 people are also from the same timeline as number 5, who have come back to reclaim him and take him back to wherever he needs to be. So 100% watch the show. It is absolutely amazing. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, guys. Afterlife, guys. Another Ricky Gervais show. It's a really good show. It's funny as hell. But what was weird about it, I was just speaking to Andre about this before we started recording, is it's so dark in the sense that it's got some really sad bits in it, but yet still manages to be funny at the same time.
It's really emotional as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I shed a bit of a tear.
You shedded a tear?
Yeah.
All right, don't tell people that comfortably, okay? You're a man, damn it.
I don't care.
So the story of this is that Ricky Gervais is a writer who works for a small local newspaper, and his brother-in-law is the boss there, and his wife sadly passes away due to cancer. So he becomes very emotionally destroyed. He goes to try to commit suicide, and then his words, he didn't commit suicide because the dog came in. They got the family dog come in, looked at him, and was hungry. So he got out of the bathtub where he was going to commit suicide to feed the dog. And that was the reason he didn't commit suicide. And then throughout the show, he's just miserable, but funny at the same time. He just don't give a shit. He's like walking around. He's got a nephew that goes to school where he walks by. So every time he walks by, he says, "You all right, George?" Who's his nephew. So there's a bully in this school who's quite a heavy-set kid with red hair. And he calls Ricky Gervais out. He goes, "You pedo," right? And Ricky Gervais just doesn't lose his shit. He's very calm and collective about it because he just don't care. So he goes up to him and goes, "If I was a pedo, I wouldn't go after you, you fat ginger c***." Perfect. Soon as he said that, I was fucking hooked on this show. He has the same profanity that I have. I was all up for it. Yeah, it's a brilliant show. You should definitely give it a go. It balances, the sadness of the world with the funny in the world, and that famous saying, if you don't laugh you cry, sort of thing. And I thought it was an absolutely, it's not even that long. There are, I think, half hours. They're half hours?
Yeah, half hour and 6
eps.
episodes.
You could do that.
You could binge that easily.
You can binge that in your tea break. Done. Such a good show, and I hope season 2 comes out, and I hope they're just as short and just as funny. So if that happens, I am 100% watching them again. It just, like I said, they balance the funniness with the sadness. He works for a small local newspaper, so he's always out doing these weird stories for these weird locals, and he always calls them out on their bullshit. It's actually really, really hilarious.
It kind of makes you think as well in a weird sort of way. It's very thought-provoking. Like,
don't take life for granted sort of thing. Yeah. Because I think he gets to that stage at the end, like you can't be miserable all the time. So the way that happens, correct me if I'm wrong, Andre, is when he goes to visit his wife at the cemetery, there's also a lady there that's seeing her husband, and they become friends because when they go there, they keep chatting. And she's like the light of his life sort of thing, like guiding him. You can't always be angry at the world sort of thing. And then by the end of the series, he's bought gifts for all these people that he's wronged or been very nasty to, simply because of her words.
It's like weirdly, she's like a mentor in a way. Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. Really good.
Very good.
Definitely watch that. I definitely recommend it.
Definitely.
Andre approves.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Yass here. Click here to subscribe. Or if you want some more fun stuff, click there. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Recommend TV.